Hawk Sports fans, welcome back to the channel. We've got a special edition interview pod for you guys tonight. We have our first ever co-guest coming on the channel. Why not start with this dynamic duo right here? We've got Connor Matthews, my good friend, is joining us again on here. He was back on here during the Zoom days. He's finally came back to see the new and improved channel. That makes me very happy. Connor, thank you for joining us today. And we also have his girlfriend, Erin Johnson, who got the W last week in a Cage Titans event, got the guillotine in round 3. Don't be silly and jump the gilly like Erin, guys. That's pretty much all you got to do right there. You'll get the dub. Congratulations to you, Erin, on winning that. And thank you guys for joining us. At the time of this recording, guys, that you're watching this, we're recording this right now at 9:40 their time. They're an absolute dog dynamic right here for hopping on this late at night. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. It's a privilege.
Thank you for having
Yeah,
us.
appreciate having us on, bud. Thank you.
Absolutely. So I just want to get into it first. We got to ask a basic question to start off with. How are you guys currently doing, inside and outside mom's basement MMA, fighting world? How are you guys just doing in life in general?
I'll let you go first. You want to go first?
Me? Doing
Yeah.
pretty good. It just came off a dub a couple of days ago, so not bad. Not bad. Doing pretty good. Feels good to be on the winning side again. It's been a while. And then our gym's going really good too, so no complaints.
And she can eat food again.
I
So
can eat food. Carbs are the best.
Yes. That's huge.
yeah, for me, man, it's going really good. The gym has been like picking up a lot lately. Actually, we've been packed classes the last couple. I think after Erin got her guillotine win, everybody's
Everybody wants to come learn.
Everybody wants to come learn. It wasn't me that did it; it was her that did it. So I don't know what's up with that, but nobody cared about my career; they cared about her career. No, but everything's been going really good. Like I said, gym's been popping off. I'm got my jiu-jitsu tournament I'm training for right now, so I've been doing a ton of jiu-jitsu training, some really good guys, Brazilian guys, like they're like 5-time world champions. And life's good, man. Life's good. I got good stuff, some competition on the horizon, and she just won her fight, so thriving
We're up.
yeah, we're up right now. So far right now we're up.
Let's go, man. I love to hear that for you guys. Makes me so happy, seeing my friends succeed. And not only inside the cage, obviously we have a lot of fighters on here that get wins, but, if you're doing good in life, though, that's what's most important. Octagon, at the end of the day, you're in there for no longer than 15 minutes usually. I guess 25 if you're in a main event or something like that. But, there's 24 hours in a day. So, there's so much more to life than fighting. So I'm glad to hear that life's going good for you guys outside of the cage too. But I guess we'll start off with Erin here. We've already mentioned it. You got the guillotine dub in round 3 this past weekend. I just want to ask, now that we're a few days removed from that, what does this win mean to you? Because I know that this is your first win in a while, so this definitely has to feel really good.
Feels really good, honestly. I was on like a 2-fight losing streak, and then I didn't fight again for like 3 years. So like I wasn't like sitting on those losses, but it did feel good to get the dub when I came back. Especially against that girl I went against. She's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. I'm just a blue belt. But felt pretty cool to submit someone who
Blue belt that's been training since she's 11. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm a purple belt, so I don't know.
blue belt.
She is a blue belt, though.
I still have both my knees. I'm a blue belt. So
There we go.
but I thought I was gonna go for I don't know. I thought it would end it on the feet, but I'm comfortable everywhere, so it felt really good to get a submission. Especially against someone who outranked me.
For sure, and that's a fantastic win. I was also told that you were up probably 2-0 going into the third round too. So credit to you for still looking for a finish and trying to end the fight. A lot of fighters will probably just get on their bike in the third round, especially if they might not have had a win in a while. They might be on like a skid like that, and they might be like, you know what, I'm already up 2-0. I just got to not get finished. But credit to you for being an absolute dog and still finishing the fight. That's what we like to see. That's why you have fans. I'm sure I heard you had a lot of fans there the other night too.
It got pretty loud in there.
Yeah,
You put ass in seats, everybody.
Yeah, she does. A lot. It was bumping in there. She had sold a lot of tickets. I think we ran out of tickets completely, right?
I literally gave back one ticket, I think.
And then
like 100 tickets.
And then but like her coming out with her first round, like her striking looked really good. I was really impressed with her striking. Like you know, she hit that girl was there to fight though, because Erin was hitting her with some like a couple of like head kicks, couple of straight right hands, like this, and they're like the girl's like blasting back from it, you know what I mean? Like wobble, but man, she kept on coming back for it. So the first round, yeah, I would say you dominated on the feet. Second round, was that the one you got caught in a little
I
bit?
don't think I won the second round. I got caught in an armbar and I was stuck there for like half the round.
Yeah.
At the end of the round.
Yeah, that girl like good jiu-jitsu. Like she was holding on. But Erin did what I was pretty happy about is like Erin remained really calm. She did the right defense. I saw a couple of fights that night where people like amateurs, like you know, they would get caught in a triangle choke and they do the wrong defense to it or whatever. They used to spaz and try to panic. Erin's like very calm. She was like just hanging out in there, did the right things, got on top, stacked her, stayed heavy. I would like to see her get her arm out of there. You know, because like you know, as she goes up, you don't want to see that. And that can even though like she was on top of this girl like the whole round, that girl was still threatening a submission the entire round. So like on the judges' cards, like she's winning the round. Even though you know what I mean. Even though like Erin's on top, Erin was beating her on the feet in the striking exchanges. But in that part of the round in the fight, she was winning the round. So yeah, I think that's the one thing we need to work on. Other than that, as a coach, as my coach hat on, third round. What happened third round? It was pretty good. You
third round was pretty good.
She almost got you submitted you again, and then you got out of it that time.
I took her down. I think I took her down every time.
She did.
So she didn't get one takedown on me. I took her down every time. But she got me back in that armbar position. I got out of it, and then I had like a front headlock, and I jumped the guillotine. I was I literally during the fight, I was like, an arm and guillotine. Literally during the fight, I was like, should not pull guard right now. I'm gonna pull guard right now. It's like, this is stupid, but I think I have it. I'm gonna do it. Yeah. And I finished it.
The girl tapped pretty fast too. It was sunk in there pretty good. Like I think that you should do. Some people are like, all right, because it's MMA, like you should like always go position and everything. But I feel like sometimes you gotta go for the submissions as well, and just try to get the finish, especially for a fight like that. That's good to get the finish. So
it was like the end too, so I was like, well, fuck it.
It's all right. That was awesome though.
Hey, if she's gonna thread submissions the whole fight, I don't know why you can't hop on a Gilly. Don't be silly jumping Gilly. We were talking about Dustin before the video right there. I mean, you walk it right into existence. So I love to hear that. But I'm glad you brought that up because you said that you were like, man, I probably shouldn't do this. So I wanted to ask now, my next question was actually for both of you because I wanted to get the fighter perspective and I wanted to get the coach perspective here. Did you guys, I'm not sure at this level if you were able to watch any tape on her or how much information you knew going into the fight. So was there any film that you were able to watch that you could see openings on, or was everything that kind of happened in the fight just identified while the fight was going on or like on the stool between rounds? Like where did that kind of come from, I guess, to see where you're able to pick your shot and eventually know that, hey, fuck it, a guillotine might be here in the third round potentially?
Well, I didn't really watch any film on her. That was her first fight. That was her debut. Her amateur debut. So she didn't have any MMA stuff for me to watch. I guess she had like smokers. She'd done like kickboxing fights. I didn't watch any of that stuff. The only thing I saw was like on her Instagram, our coach Tyson sent him like a post or something and he sent it to me. And I watched her grappling and I was like, I think I could probably grapple with this girl. I think I could be competitive. I think I'll be safe. And then once I was in the fight, she shot for a takedown or something, and I stuffed it and I snapped her down. And as soon as I felt that, I was like, "Oh, I'm stronger than her." I felt like more physical than her. So
yeah,
I was at that point after that had happened in the first round. I was like, I'm pretty comfortable wherever this goes now.
That's awesome.
Which
And
my
you,
coaches were like, stop grappling.
Yeah.
But I felt comfortable.
From our perspective, like, yeah, I knew I was confident in her grappling ability over this girl's. You know, obviously this girl was, but her biggest threat was her jiu-jitsu and her on the ground. So I was like, why even go there? You know, it's not even. So from a coach's perspective, I was like, just stand with her. You're tagging her up. You know, keep breaking away. Just try to stand up. But you know, it's amateur fighting. Sometimes the fighter don't listen as
It's
much.
definitely an amateur fight.
Definitely an amateur fight. Sometimes they ain't listening as well. So that's something we need to work on. And I thought she should have just broke and got back up because she was so dominant on the feet. But we got the win. That's all that matters. You know what I mean? So.
for sure.
And we got our whole thing, for me, what I like for especially for amateurs, like you don't necessarily need to fight every single time there's a fight that comes out. As an amateur, I think you should work on more so building your skills as an athlete, as a martial artist. So like every single time you fight, you should reinvent yourself and be like, I could smoke the person that I fought, who I was last time. Now, as you get up and become pros, that kind of changes because you need a certain amount of fights. You need to, you know what I mean? You need to get yourself to the UFC. That should be the new goal. So you should be ready to fight anybody at any given time. But as an amateur, your main focus more than fighting is just skill building, becoming a better martial artist. And so I feel like that being said, like Erin was a way better martial artist altogether in every single aspect from this fight comparatively to the two fights we had 2.5 years ago. So that's good. Maybe not a 2.5 year layoff this time, but after 3 years, maybe but it's definitely same idea. You know what I mean? Let's get right now. She's a 500 fighter in MMA. Never mind, she won in kickboxing and Muay Thai. She's 500. So that's perfect. And I was trying to get her get her in the winning column. You know what I mean?
For sure, man. For sure. And that's going to lead me into a question we got coming later on in the interview. But Connor, I do want to kind of swing some stuff towards your way. We did mention this already, I believe, in the intro a little bit. You posted on your Instagram story the other day that you did 16 6-minute rounds or something like that. So you've got a jiu-jitsu tournament coming up this weekend. So I just wanted to ask now, how confident are you feeling going into this? I know you haven't really had I guess competition in a while. Last time you came on here, you talked about having that itch. Sounds like we're going to get a little bit of that itch off our neck here this weekend. So how are you feeling prepared going into this? Because 16 6-minute rounds, I mean, for a lad like me, that sounds fucking crazy right now. So I couldn't do that. So how are you feeling, brother?
So I feel really good. Like I said earlier, like I've been training at Marcelli's Jiu-Jitsu, which is in Taunton, Massachusetts. Jair Marcelli, he runs the gym. Really good black belt. He's got a couple of these kids that came up from Brazil. This kid Leandro, this kid Hiago, and a couple other kids. I don't know. They'll barely speak English. So, but I'm not talking to them much. But we do. I train with them a lot. And, for the last 3 weeks, I've been rolling with these guys, and they're like I said, like world champion, really really good jiu-jitsu guys, and I feel my skill level growing so much. And I go to Marcelli's basically there, and I go learn, and then I learn a lot of stuff, and I come back and I teach it at my gym a lot. So it just kind of helps me, and like my new focus right now has been jiu-jitsu. I was kind of doing that. I still do that with MMA. I still go up to Cartel here and there and learn and grab some things from Tyson and all those guys as well. But that jiu-jitsu has been my focus because I got this competition coming up, and yeah, I feel very confident in purple belt. Like not unfortunately, but I'm a purple belt. I've been a purple belt for 4 or 5 years, I think it's been since 2021, I think. So and that's mostly because I have been fighting MMA, and just like I haven't been putting the gi on as much because you know what I mean, there's no point because for training for MMA. So that's still the rank I got back then, you know what I mean? Even then I've been doing jiu-jitsu since 2008. So I'm like so confidence wise, I should pretty confident going into this competition. I'm trying to, but it's IBJF. So these guys are really tricky, especially at the purple belt level. They could be really some high level purple belts. It's just I'm I feel like, I'm pretty confident as well. I'm a professional. I fought in the UFC and I've been doing jiu-jitsu for a long time. So I want to win, but I'm trying to earn my belts. You know what I mean? I want to be a competition purple belt. There's like a difference between being like a gym purple belt,
Like a
like a hobbyist purple belt, and then there's competition purple belts. And even like there's purple belts down in trains at Gordon Ryan's, and they train at John Donaher's like down in Texas right now that are like way better than me. You know what I mean? Because they're just they have them on a different scale of level comparatively to other people. So, that's the way I look at it. I'm trying to be a competition purple belt and then earn my brown belt and then be a competition brown belt and then win a brown belt and then eventually do it as black belt. So I don't want to be just like a hobbyist black belt who somebody just given their black belt for no reason. I want to be like somebody that competed their way all the way up, and that's my goal. So I'm going in there to win. You know what I mean? It's kind of more for me. It's more than that because so I don't want to. There's no like ifs, ands, or but if I just deserve to be the rank that I am. Because sometimes in the MMA community, guys will get black belts that necessarily just because of their name or you know what I mean, they're not necessarily that high skill level to be earning that belt level, but it's just because they compete in MMA that they get given the belt. I feel like, and I just I don't like that. I just want to be a legit brown belt when I get it.
That's good, man. I love to hear that. I mean, there's a big difference in life. I guess just with anything in general, it doesn't have to be necessarily, jiu-jitsu or MMA related. Like in life if you earn something or if you get given something, and just that feeling of actually earning something and not it being given to you, like you go out there and you actually take it. I feel like the satisfaction that you have as a person, it just helps your well-being like so much more. So I'm glad to hear that for you. You can definitely go to bed at night. I mean, that type of stuff right there like makes me sleep a little bit better at night. I don't feel like a fraud or something like that. So I love to hear that you're taking that route, man. It gives you something to get that itch away, like I said earlier. So I'm very excited for you. But we got to ask about, the big question now since you are training. This is going to be for both of you. Obviously, Erin, you had your layoff. You got a dub now. Feeling good, feeling confident. When are you planning on getting back in the octagon? And for Connor, is there a chance in 2026 if all goes well for jiu-jitsu, we're doing good in those tournaments, our hands are starting to feel good too, training at mom's basement, MMA, or going to the cartel. Is there a chance we see you in an MMA fight potentially in 2026 as well? So I got future questions for both of you there though.
I don't have like a set timeline. I like we said, I'm still an amateur and I'm only 24 years old, dude. There's no rush. And I don't even know what I want to do with the sport yet, so there's absolutely no rush. I'm just building skills. I'm having fun. So when I feel like it's time to get back in there, I'll get back in there. Could be 3 months, could be 6 months, could be a year. But when I feel like I will beat this version of myself, then that's when I'll get back in.
I'd love to hear that. That's a very mature answer from you right there. That's good to know that being 24 years old. I'm a 24-year-old, and I'm not the most mature guy at times.
Let me tell you, it's trial and error.
It's a very mature answer right there from you. I love that. Love that. Connor, what you got, though? Is there any chance that you –
Can I answer this?
I'll let Erin answer that one for me.
So he's been retired since his last UFC fight. He's retired. He's a dirty, filthy liar to himself and everybody else. I think we'll see him back in there. I think it's the same concept of when he's like, I'm not gonna train today. And then he's like, I'll just go watch. I'll just bring my bag and I'll just wrap my hands. And then it's been 16 6-minute rounds. I think it's exactly the same thing. I think we'll see him back in there.
Love to hear that.
But I don't think he's retired. I think he's retired.
Yeah. I think like for me it's like I just gotta make sure I think the layoff's good for me too, just for my body and my health and everything. Like right now it's been really my body feels great, which is awesome. You know what I mean? Like training, competing, like I just feel way better than I've felt in a long time. So that feels good. My head feels better. I feel like I'm speaking better.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like
That's always good though.
yeah, dude. Like, across the board, I just feel a lot better right now. But I do love MMA and I love fighting. So there will probably be a day where I get back into the cage. Maybe next year. I still have this firefighter thing coming up for myself. I gotta get to the fire
Yes.
academy. I gotta get all that. So that's probably gonna be wrapping up around December. And then after that, I will I'll see what it takes, get myself back in if I'm out of shape. But like I said, like right now, I'm just like I did 16 6-minute rounds yesterday, and or 2 days ago, whatever it was, and I feel great. So I'm still I changed my training a little bit, probably get my striking in. I haven't been doing too much striking lately. And then we'll see what what the local scene has something around here because I feel like I don't have a title yet. I don't have a title yet, and I feel like one of those needs to go up on the wall around here. So
Our walls are looking pretty
yeah,
empty.
I need some titles around here. So.
Sure, man. That makes me happy to hear that for both of you. It sounds like you guys aren't going to force it. Some guys they do force it. They'll lose a fight. They're like, "Fuck, man, I got to get right back in there." I'm not going to make an example of him here, but just off the top of my head, like Kyle Bahayo,
Yeah.
love that guy. I love the Fighting Nerds. I'm putting this out here on record. I fucking love those guys. Okay, I've never talked to them on here. I've never talked to them in person. Love those guys. But Kyle, as soon as he lost the main event, he's like, "I'm fighting in November or December." Like they don't really like. I don't know. Some guys can't do that. Some guys can just come back 4 months later, boom. But for you guys, like Aaron said, I'm not stepping back in there until I feel like I could beat myself right now sitting on the couch today talking to you, Max. And then for you, Connor, you're going to make sure that, you get your hands back. You get through maybe some jiu-jitsu tournaments and you find something on the, the local scene that really does fit you. So that's good answers right there. I love to hear that for both of you, with you guys being my friends.
Right.
And,
I want to show you one of my favorite pictures of Kyle. I have a picture of me and Kyle. I'll show you.
Oh God, yeah. Seriously, if you guys are watching this video, you guys know how much. If you know me, you know how much I love the nerd. So I'm not making a bad example of Kyle behind.
All right, so right here, I like him too. He's cool. He's right there, and then if you look right there, me and his boy in the face. You look right there, yelling. That's
Shit. I love that, bro. I love that, man. Love that.
Hilarious.
Can we get a flashback Friday post tomorrow on Instagram?
Yeah.
Flashback Friday.
Me and Kyle was taking a picture together.
I feel like Kyle would maybe comment on that. I don't know. If he saw that, I think he'd comment, dude. He seems cool. He seems like a cool guy.
Now he is really cool. I sat in the sun. Actually, we were cutting weight for my fight, and I was cutting weight right next to my opponent, and he's in the sauna and in the last. It was pretty funny because I was in the sauna first, then they came in, and they're all sitting in the sauna, and I was just sitting there with them. And then I was like, I ain't getting out of this sauna. I was like, more mental games right there, and it started right there. And then they got out. He got out first. And then I got in the ice bath. I sat in the ice bath longer than him too. I was like, I'm gonna smoke this guy. I knew I was gonna win that one.
Let's go, man. I love to hear that. I'm glad I brought him up then. Who would have ever thought? Like I didn't even know that, man. I do my research. I do my research on my people that come on here, especially my friends. Dude, I didn't even know that. I've never seen that picture. So I'm glad I said Kyle's name now. I could have picked so many other fighters. I just picked Kyle because of the.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Did you hear this excitement though? That little glint in his eye tired my ass, dude.
Those are the pictures that'll make you want to come back for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Connor. If you don't post that tomorrow, I'm gonna be all over your ass, man. I'm gonna be all over you tomorrow. If I don't see a Flashback Friday post on your Instagram, I'm gonna be all over your ass.
Friday, I like
it. We have got to the rapid fire question portion of the interview. This is my favorite one because I just come up with the most random shit and ask it. This one's a little more specific though for Connor because I know Connor well. me and Connor's teams play each other on Sunday. Connor's a huge Patriots fan. I'm a huge Steelers fan because that's where my family's from, Pittsburgh. So, Connor, I got to ask you, what's your score prediction for Sunday in that game?
Well,
Aaron, if you want the Patriots, please answer as well.
So score prediction, that's a tough one. We put like 35 points this week. And you guys have a pretty bad defense right now, right?
We suck right now, dude. We suck.
Pretty bad defense.
We should be good at defense.
All right, I'm gonna say it's gonna be 36-24.
Okay. I like that score. Aaron, you got one?
Although actually, we have our defense has been playing really good right now too. So I don't know, man. I was being nice. I gave you guys some points. Yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna turn it around.
I'm not picking the Steelers to win, so I'm not hating on that pick. I like that pick for me. Aaron, do you got one?
No, she has.
Fuck football. I ain't doing that. Fuck that. But I guess my next one for rapid fire, for you guys watching this video, me and Connor have already talked about this. This is something we're gonna start to do. The weekend before last, I was doing something. Holy crap. I can't think off the top of my head what I was doing. This past weekend, obviously, the cage fighting events happened. Aaron's cutting weight. Connor's making sure that she's ready to go and Drew's ready to go. Shout out to Drew. Oh, my God. I forgot to shout him out. He got a huge W, too.
Yeah.
He really stole my thunder.
Holy crap. I feel so bad. Drew, if you're watching this video, shout out to you, man. Congratulations on the W. Hopefully I get to talk to you one day as well, man. But anyways, back to the story. Me and Connor have made an agreement where we're going to start to do some football picks for you guys. We're going to pick some money lines. We're going to pick some props that we think might hit on Sundays. So this might not be an every week thing because, me and Connor have our own thing going on in life. But if we're both available, we're going to start doing this every week for you guys, posting some picks, making some short clips, and doing that for you guys. So, Connor, with that being said, do you have a lock for this weekend on a player that's going to score a touchdown? And is there a team that you are very confident that's going to win that's maybe besides the Patriots?
Yes. I think Christian McCaffrey is going to score a touchdown. I feel like that's the easiest one in the world. There's a good chance that I think Christian McCaffrey will score a touchdown this weekend. I think they're playing who are they playing? Forgot exactly who they're. I think Christian McCaffrey is going to score a touchdown. And then for a team, Tampa Bay versus who's Tampa Bay playing this weekend?
The Niners are playing at home against the Cardinals, and then Tampa Bay is playing at home against the Jets.
The Jets, yeah. Well, I think Tampa Bay is going to beat the Jets. That's the thing. I know they're 0-2 right now, right?
Yes, the Jets are 0-2. The Bucks are 2-0 after a huge.
Yeah, it's 2-0. Yeah, exactly. So I think that's going to be,
I love that.
Who else do we got? Who else is like? Who sucks right now?
I'm gonna give my take, and this might get your head spinning a little bit. I'm gonna try not to spend too long on this because we can talk about every game, but we're gonna do that for you guys going forward. My hot take of the week: the Giants are gonna beat the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football at home. That's my hot take of the week. They're both 0-2.
0-2, yeah, 2 0-2 teams right now.
I think the Giants beat them, dude. The Chiefs suck at the beginning of the year. They bring it on later on in the year. The Giants put up 40 last week in a very competitive game against the Cowboys. Expect Malik Neighbors to score a touchdown, have 100 yards, and the Giants are going to beat the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football. That's a bold take. It's a bold take. It's a very bold take. So if you're a betting person, I'm not telling you to go, put your check for the week on that, but that's my bold prediction for the weekend. So it should be a good Sunday Night Football game, though, for sure.
I like that.
You got any other takes, though, Connor? There's so many good games. There's a big slate on Sunday.
Got nothing else right now off the top of my head. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Right now, who do you think? What is it? The Miami Dolphins and the Bills playing tonight. I think the Bills are. I mean, Bills are supposed to win, but I think the Dolphins are starting to fall back right now at the Bills. I just saw the thing. It was like 21-14.
Yeah, the Bills are currently up a touchdown, it looks like. I told my girlfriend before this game started, and I hopped on this interview with these two. The NFL is so weird. You can have the team that's playing the best in the NFL, arguably. I'd say the Bills and the Packers are the best so far this year. And then the shittiest team in the NFL could give them a game, even if it's on the road. And that's exactly what's happening tonight. Looks like the Dolphins have finally got the shit together. Usually when a team gets some shit talked about them and some start to get some hate, I mean, we all play fantasy football, man. The Dolphins have some good players.
And the Bills are probably sleeping on the Dolphins. You know what I mean right now? So, like, yeah, I feel like that happens a lot. I feel like these really good teams are supposed to. They start sleeping on the shitty teams, and they always end up having these close games.
For sure.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I'm always rooting I'm always rooting against the Bills. I'm just a Bills hater, so I have my reasons why. I'm not going to say that on public podcast, but Aaron knows why.
We're not Bills fans.
We're not Bills. We're just
no Bills.
It has nothing to do with the Bills. Just for fans.
No. Big no on that.
I hate them. And I know Dolphins. I don't mind Dolphins.
I like the colors.
I like the colors.
Colors, man. No other sports team has their colors. No professional sport team, at least in the U.S. Yeah. So I love that. That's a little bit of a take there, though, for you guys of what you're going to be seeing from me and Connor going forward. Like I said, we're going to break it down. We'll get into it. Just tonight, we weren't really looking at the games, like the whole slate and all that shit. We were just kind of looking off my phone real quick. But we'll be bringing you guys some good picks and some predictions going forward. So can't wait for that to get started up. But now we'll get into the real, I guess, rapid fire random questions I come up with. My first one I got for both of you guys. Would you rather give up your phone the rest of your life or never listen to music again?
Give up my phone.
Oh, it's easy. Give up my phone.
Really?
Yeah, easy.
Really? Okay.
Easy.
Why would you?
I had days. One of my fights, my phone broke like 2 days before my fight, so I didn't have it. And I had some of my best performances because like my brain was just like, I swear to God, these things just chip away your brain all day and you don't even realize it.
For sure.
So you say get rid of your phone.
You can double check with Connor on this, but I constantly don't have a phone because it is always broken.
Yeah.
My phone is always broken. So I'll go like a week with no phone all the time.
Oh my God. You just drop your phone, or how does it break? What happens?
I don't know, like I'll drop it, or it'll just stop working. My SIM card is broken before somehow. Like I don't know. I've had way too many phones, but I just won't get them fixed for like a week. I know everywhere I'm going, so I don't need it.
I love that answer from you guys. To be totally honest, and just for me to say this on camera, if it wasn't for me having an opportunity to meet people like these two across from me right now, I probably wouldn't be on my phone a whole lot either. But it's my way I've gotten connected with some of the coolest people in the world. So I guess that's my only thing I can say about phones as to where I would maybe let go of music. But if I had to like just pick just off what I love, like I love music. Like it gets me so amped or it calms me down. It just depends on what the vibe is, you know. So I'm a big music guy. But like I said, if it wasn't for the content and getting an opportunity to meet so many people across the world, I live in freaking Henderson, Kentucky, guys. They're out in Mass. We are 15 hours away from each other right now. Like there's no way we would ever meet each other or see each other probably unless it was for the phone. So that's a problem for me. That's why I had to ask that for you guys. I wanted to hear your take on it.
It's funny that I don't know. You just brought up Kentucky. I had a kid message me today on Instagram for Kentucky, and he's at a fraternity, and they're doing like a fraternity boxing thing, and so he's asking me like questions about cutting weight and stuff. I'm like, just gave him some advice and stuff. He only has to cut 5 pounds, and he's like, what else? He's like, I got 6 weeks of a training camp to train for. I'm like, do you have any experience? He's like, I do jiu-jitsu. I'm like, well, all right. Well, good luck, I guess. So yeah, he's doing a boxing.
Random guy hit your DM. You don't know this kid at all?
That happens
must
all
have,
the
yeah, I
time.
must have messaged him a couple of times. We've gone back and forth before that, but I don't remember. It's a lot of people. So yeah, but it was funny. I was just like, it made me think of you actually, because you're from Kentucky. So I think you're at Kentucky University of
University
Kentucky.
of Kentucky? Is that
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, if you want to come down and watch him fight, you got
All
to play.
right.
I'm on the other side of the state, though, from Lexington. I'm going to go ahead and throw that out there now. But if you want to stop by on the other side of the state, the cool side of the state, the west side,
West side.
I got a spot for you. I got a spot for you, man. Love to
All
hear
right.
that. That's Kentucky. Go Cats. Go Cats. That's my next one for you guys, though, is this one's another one where like I could probably go either way. It probably just depends on the day if I woke up. My next one would be: would you rather be able to teleport once a day or be able to read 5 people's minds a day?
Read minds for sure.
Okay, you get to pick the 5 people. You pick their minds too. Like you get your
Can it be a new 5 people every day?
yes, yeah. You get a new 5 every day, new lineup.
100% reading minds. 100%.
I'm 100% teleporting every single day. I don't care. I don't want to know what people are thinking. It's probably not nice. Yeah, it's probably not nice. So I'd rather not be disgruntled and not know what people really think about me, and then go teleport and go somewhere nice, go to the beach, go somewhere. You know what I mean? Think of all the places you can teleport.
I'm reading minds. For sure.
One of those. I love both. I'm glad you guys are split on that because in my brain, if somebody asked me that, I'd have no fucking clue. I really would. I don't know what I would pick. Some days I would probably want to go to the beach, like Connor said. Other days I probably read people's minds, especially if me and them have like some type of weird vibe going on. So I'm a tweenie on that one. I'm in between. So
I'd be in Thailand every night, every day. Sitting on the beach, doing more time.
I guess
like think about it, teleporting is 100% what I do. So
for sure. My last rapid fire question I got for you guys though is I wouldn't say that these are like my biggest fears, but like I guess they're up there a little bit, just depending on like the size and how weird they look. But what is scarier to you guys, a clown or a spider?
Spider.
I would say a clown is more scary than a spider. For sure.
I think so too. If I see a clown out where I live in the middle of the night on a street, that would freak me out. But if I walk in my house and I see a spider on the floor, I'm just gonna go find a flip flop and fuck like that. I'm just gonna whack it. Just gonna hit the spider.
I was actually at Jiu-jitsu the other day, and I had a spider that was like that big crawl out of my my bag. I think I left my gym bag in the truck, and a big spider that big came crawling out of my bag, and I was like, yeah, I took my belt and I killed it with my belt.
Think about this. Think about this though. A clown is just a person with real bad makeup on. You can see him coming.
Yeah.
A spider. That thing will crawl in your ear when you're sleeping and lay eggs.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. That was my the spider side is if I walk in
a house, the spider real easy. You can see.
Yeah, I guess one's irrational, one's irrational, one's irrational. Spider's a legit rational pair, and it's
true. Yeah, like Aaron was saying, like if I walk in my house and I see a spider, I'm just gonna hit it. But if I wake up in the middle of the night and there's a spider on me, that'd freak me out. But obviously, if I wake up in the middle of the night and a clown is standing in my room, that's going to scare me probably even worse. So I understand both sides on that, especially nighttime.
It's more likely to have a spider in your room than a clown.
Oh, my God. But just not both. I can't even handle one of them. Don't like if both, like that's the worst case scenario for me. That's like Final Destination type shit right there for sure. So don't pull any pranks on me, guys. You guys figure out where I live today.
3 of us are be dreaming about spiders and clowns.
I mostly don't like snakes. I'm more scared of snakes than anything.
That is in my top 3. I hate snakes. I hate them.
Me too. They're awful.
I don't like the way they move different from everything else in the world. I don't like it, man.
Not a fan.
And they're quick. They're really quick too. Doesn't matter how quick you are. Like, these two got quick hands. A
And they
snake.
come out of ceilings, and they come underneath beds, and you know what I mean?
I've had a couple pet snakes that are pretty cool, actually.
I don't like that. I don't like snakes either.
I've held a snake.
No.
Not a snake guy.
Held a snake. Her
There's
name is
no-
She's pretty cool.
Like a garden snake though, like that's fine because I know he's not gonna hurt me. But dude, you get any venomous snakes around me, I
get the chills. My best friend used to have like 2 giant boas in his house. I'm like, dude,
Alright,
what
that's
are you
excessive,
doing?
but a little snake, it's okay.
It's awful.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm on that side, yeah. But if I'm not getting around any poisonous or venomous snakes, whatever you want to call it, not doing it. But unfortunately, I have gotten to my final question. Con already knows I'm gonna ask, but Erin's gonna be new to this. I ask every single fighter that comes on here. What is your final message to the fans watching this interview to tune in to watch both your guys' journeys in the MMA world going forward?
I don't got too much. Keep your eyes on our socials. Keep your eyes on our gym. Thanks for watching us. That's pretty much all I got.
Awesome. Connor, what you got?
Same. Yeah.
Keep your eyes out for Connor Matthews coming out of retirement.
Let's see. Yeah. Let's see about that. I don't know. I think that maybe tune in. I think I'm gonna put up a vlog next week for my jiu-jitsu tournament. My friend Nico is gonna come film me and film the whole day and see how it goes. So I'll post that up if anybody's interested in watching that. I do have a couple of things already. If you guys go on my YouTube channel, the Controller MMA YouTube channel, people can go on there and watch some videos and stuff from like my fight career and everything. But that's all I really got. You guys got my Instagram, ConnorMatthews.UFC, and the Mom's Basement Instagram. So if anybody wants to go on there and check out my gym, I got Erin fighting, Drew Arpin's fighting, Jude Voss is another fighter, and then we got some guys that are going to be coming up. Ben's fighting, and we got some other guys that are going to be coming up here in the future. So if anybody's interested and want to watch some of these guys grow, hop on there and check them out.
Let's go, man. Well, I appreciate both of your guys' final messages, and thank you so much again for joining me tonight. It makes me so happy whenever I still work full time right now. I spend freaking 9 or 10 hours a day at the office, but it makes it a lot better whenever I know at the end of the day I'm going to get to talk to 2 friends, 2 really down to earth people, and people that are going to want to be on here and talk to me. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I can't wait to have you guys back on the channel one day. Erin, if you want to just pop in, even whenever Connor's making picks, you're welcome to come on the channel as well. But thank you. I'm glad you guys are winning in life right now, and I can't wait to see you guys next time on the channel. Really appreciate your time tonight.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Absolutely. Erin Johnson and Connor Matthews, everybody, the dynamic duo. I'm just going to go ahead and give them that nickname for my channel. Follow them on tune into Mom's Basement MMA. They got Erin and a whole lot of other fighters coming up, like Connor said. And let's try to get Connor back into MMA. We need the comeback to happen. We'll see you guys next time on Hawk Sports. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.